Hello everyone, today we'll be reacting to Boom Leaks. Episode 70, part 3, Skibidi Toilet, History, News, Real or Fake? Like! Okay, let's start the video.
Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here.
Howdy!
Did you know that the photo that fell out of the Skibidi SWAT's possession was never actually the secret agent? What if the camera worked on the phantom principle and could capture objects or phenomena that exist on another level of perception? Perhaps in another reality or dimension.
What is boy yapping about? I have no idea. Anyways.
So simply put, it only appeared when the film could be developed. This could explain why the Skibidi SWAT pointed to him with an arrow and a question mark in the photo. We've also seen the technology of becoming invisible to the normal eye illustrated many times in the series. For example, in episode 70, we saw it in the hallway before entering the scientist's office. What you just heard is my subscriber's theory, and tonight we're going to take it apart and see if there's a chance it's true, or if the secret agent was there in normal form after all. We'll also have to discuss where this huge army of cameramen went, and more importantly, why, and how the rescue of one of the most memorable characters in the series, namely Titan Cameraman, relates to this. We'll discuss all the speculation that's been going around for part 3 of episode 77. And what is not less important, we will find out what will happen to the relationship of TV Titan and G-Man, and how they will develop further. Will TV Man Titan accept a date invitation from G-Man?
Hey, yo!
And will TV Man listen to G-Man? All of these questions
No, you will not.
I will try to answer today. I'll also tell you when we'll see the Speaker Man's base and what it will look like. Believe me.
I just think it's just a warehouse with some guards. I honestly think the Speaker Man base is just some warehouse they found and just put a bunch of technology there. And just made a big hole to put the Speaker Man in. And it's guarded by 2 large Speaker Men and, I don't know, a couple normal Speaker Men.
It's a pretty special place for the main base of an entire race. And the cherry on the cake is this shot, which quickly went viral among viewers. I'll talk about it at the end and tell you if
that's fake. It seems fake. The quality is good, but it clearly seems not the same level as the Fook Boom. No one is able to reach the Fook Boom's level. It is very close, but the Fook Boom have its own style of using a source animation, a very outdated animation form, and it's just freaking pushing it to the limits by now, probably. Yeah, anyways.
If it's fake or not.
It's fake.
So I advise you to get comfortable. Take tea and cookies to fully immerse yourself with me in all the theories and assumptions.
I got cookies.
And don't forget to put the more likes, the more videos from me. And don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, here we go. Let's start with the theory I told you at the beginning. This theory caught my eye because there's a lot of evidence to support it. Like I said, it could explain why the SWAT circled the question mark around the secret agent. Well, besides that scene in episode 70, there was also a scene in the elevator where there were also characters with a phantom state. And if we take the fact that these abilities were given to them by the secret agent himself, then most likely he is also capable of it. More importantly, we can see that Dafuk emits a green glow around, which hints at the use of certain abilities. It can also be inferred that the photo was taken with an old camera that the secret agent was unable to hack, which is why he appears in the photo. Although it all sounds interesting and quite true, but there are still several factors that refute this assumption. First, the people who stand around the secret agent, namely the scientist and the operative.
Scientist? What scientist is that? That doesn't seem like science toilet or the other scientist toilet. He's you know what I want? The one from Skibidi Toilet episode 768. I cannot speak. Jesus Christ, Whopper. Anyways.
They are clearly communicating with Dafuk Boom, which can be seen from their gaze and how they are positioned relative to each other. Secondly, I will remind you that the secret agent is the director of Alpha Hills, and I personally do not see any point in hiding from his own employees. And thirdly, apparently, the photo was taken a long time ago. That is, it was not found somewhere in the backwoods. It looks good, stands in a frame, which means that this photo has already been withered and framed. So when our hybrid was still human, this photo was already on his desk somewhere, which means he knew that this person in the background was at the time of the shooting. And it seems to me personally, if Dafouk wanted to show that the secret agent accidentally got on camera, perhaps we would not see it completely, but in the form of a blur. And also somewhere in the distance, watching the situation. Well, this seems to have been sorted out. But you know, recently another thought came to me about what will happen in the next part of episode 77.
Ooh, fierce.
And how agents will return the Titan cameramen. Watch now, I will explain. We know that TV men are able to transmit recordings.
Yes.
Cameramen over huge distances. Well, in fact, fulfilling its purpose as a TV. Cameraman is a Titan. This is also an agent who has a camera instead of a head.
Yes.
And we are able to see from his behalf. This was
Yes,
shown
and we saw this in episode 51.
to us by Boom himself in episode 51,
Yep.
when the Titan cameramen fought with the Skibidi toilets.
A classic episode, one of the best done, honestly.
Therefore, based on this, we can assume that the Alliance can very easily track the location of the Titan and come to his
Yes.
aid. After all, if they can see through his camera, they will be able to find him. It is likely that the squad that we saw in the new part is just following its Titan. From the weapons and training, you can understand that they have a serious task or goal, from which they will not stumble just like that. We
Yes.
all know that in the third part of the 77th episode, there will be G Toilet, TV Man Titan, and most likely Speaker Man Titan.
I wonder what he's doing. Honestly. Speaker Man has no more legs, so probably he'll be crawling around the back of Titan TV Man. Anyways,
In this episode, there will be
or
a
be on a giant wheelchair. Oh, imagine that! Had Speaker Man in a giant wheelchair. Hey, everybody, Titan Camera's back. What happened to Speaker Man? I'm in a wheelchair now. What do you expect? I have more legs. Get up. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
battle, possibly between the TV Man and G Toilet, as they have a very strained relationship with each other. Therefore, anything can happen, leaving them face to face. Why am I saying all this? But to the fact that most likely it is the cameramen who will force the TV Titan to at least listen to G-Man, since they most likely know—
What are you gonna do? What the hell are they gonna do? I honestly, how are they gonna force him to listen? He's the strongest Titan, and they're Titan cameraman, Titan Speaker Man. Titan cameraman doesn't have a leg, and Titan Speaker Man, he has no more feet, and he's bald. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. They will never see divine. It has to be now. We're out of time. Want to get copyrighted because I'm singing so good. Hell yeah.
know where their Titan is now and will try with all their might to calm down the TV Man, and with new weapons, this is quite real and possible. Of course, there will be no mega rebuff, but they will definitely make you listen to G Toilet, especially if you take into account the fact that the cameramen themselves have already begun to cooperate with the Earth toilets, since they understand the level of threat of the Astro and do not want to lose their fighters, unlike the same TV men. Of course, it is easy for them to reason when they have not lost almost a single TV man in the entire history of the series, when the same speakers and cameramen die in packs, so the proposal for an alliance with Skibidi toilets will be accepted by speakers and cameramen much faster than the same TV men. But the third part will be the one where the alliance, together with the toilets, will try to do everything possible to hush up all conflicts, questions, and misunderstandings. After all, they need to unite against the main enemy, namely the Astro toilets. And if TV men continue to behave in this way towards other races, then, as Dafouk said in one of his interviews, they will face the karma that he has prepared for them. As for TV men, they are very controversial characters in this series. In fact, they possess great power, but sometimes do not use it to help their allies.
Yes. But it's my favorite race. I'm sorry. I cannot lie to myself. My favorite race is TV men. But that's my own personal opinion. I have your personal opinion. I respect that. Okay? Okay.
They are constantly hiding somewhere. In fact, most likely their main base was located underground in order to hide as best
Hell no, he's on the moon.
as possible from both enemies and their own allies. As for the bases, although TV men are the most mysterious, we still haven't seen the base of Speakermen's. And although Dafouk Boom has already said many times that it will soon be shown to us, but so far we are only waiting. In previous videos, I guessed when we would finally see the speaker base. For those who are interested, this will most likely be episode 78. If you want to know more about it, then after this video, you can watch this video. There were also many interesting theories and guesses. It seems that we have figured out the series in which the database of speakers should appear, but what it will be. Let's remember the previous bases of the Alliance races. The headquarters of the cameramen was an ordinary building, surrounded by a fence and various weapons. The TV men most likely settled underground for better secrecy. Since all TV men have teleportation, such a decision as living under the earth without entering and exiting is quite correct.
Yeah.
But have you ever wondered where the speaker's base might be located? Let's sweat the cameramen on the earth of TV people underground, and the speakermans could safely live underwater for their own safety. Especially if you
Underwater?
remember that one of the Russian-speaking YouTubers, Fordel, asked Dafuk if there would be episodes in space or on the water, to which Boom replied that it was possible. But let's also remember with you the flying device of the speakermans, which sometimes flashed in the background. It is likely that this flying object could serve as a base for speakermans. Then everything would come together. The cameraman on the ground, the TV man underground, and the speakermans above the ground. But if this is so, then there is a big disadvantage. Astro toilets are essentially airships that move either through space or across the sky. Therefore, this database is not very reliable, especially after the beginning of the Arch with Astro toilets. And as for the frame you saw in the beginning, although it is very high quality and very close to the original, but unfortunately it is a fake. I looked at all social networks, official Dafuk Boom, and even just in case I looked at the main chats in Discord servers on the presence of Boom with this leak, but nothing found. Although you have to give credit to the one who did it, even the idea looks cool and truthful. Because already in the additional scenes of 76 episode, we saw the beginnings of civil war between TV men some and cameramen. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope what you liked that video. If it is, don't forget press like and subscribe. Iron Cameraman was with you. Good luck to everyone and see ya.
Well, that was an interesting video. I do gotta say, the video is very interesting that the speakermen are in the sky or in the water. Well, thank you guys for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!